कोशिश किया तो पहले मुझे लगा कोई रिफाइंड ऑयल से होगा, कोई पोल्यूशन से होगा, पेस्टिसाइड से होगा, प्रिजर्वेटिव से होगा, प्लास्टिक से होगा, पेंट। तो उसके बाद मुझे लगा उन सब से भी होता है, उसके साथ हमारे दिमाग के सोच से भी होता है। जब हमारे दिमाग में हम खुद अपने सच्चाई को समझते नहीं, हम अपने हमारे सोच कुछ और है, बातें कुछ और है और करना कुछ और है, तो ये दुविधा में हमें बीमारी हो जाती है। तो ये मतलब सारा बदलना चाहिए। रिफाइंड ऑयल का जो एक केमिकल डालते हैं स्मेल के लिए, एक केमिकल टेस्ट के लिए, एक केमिकल कलर के लिए, वैसे पॉइजन से होके हमें पोल्यूशन, पेस्टिसाइड, प्रिजर्वेटिव, प्लास्टिक और लोगों को एक मतलब आम जनता को एक अच्छी ज़िंदगी चाहिए, एक पीसफुल लिविंग चाहिए। वो पीसफुल लिविंग हाउ कैन यू गेट इट? मतलब अगर कोई अच्छा काम हो, एक अच्छा इनकम हो और रहने के लिए घर हो और बच्चों के पढ़ाई के लिए और उनके काम के लिए, मतलब यू नीड टू हैव दैट होप, you need to have that assurance of life that is not there in the for the common man in this world. Why it is not there? Because there are people who believe that they are supreme. So now we come to the people who are causing the problems to the common man and people who are suffering. So what is the difference between them? Is it caste? Is it religion? Yes, it is nation. Yes, it is a region, which area, but more than that, it is the genetics. So who died in COVID and who created the COVID virus? That is also genetics. So there are two races in this world. One is the black African race and the white, what we call Arctic race. Because even Gokhale has mentioned that it is the Arctic race. It was in the Arctic continent before, maybe some 10,000, 20,000 years ago. But the Arctic continent become ice, so now they have migrated down. And they are the same with the Roman Empire lineage. And they are the ones who want to take over the world. Because the black African race was there till Ireland. The tall Ireland heads which we see are all African genetic people who have created those things. So when there is a clash between two races, and who are we Indians? India continent got separated from Africa, came to Asia, it pushed Asia and continent, and the Himalayas became. So we Indians have African genes. If you go to some tribal areas, many of the tribal people have curly hairs and black iris. So this genetic information, and as the Eurasians, Aryans came, then we became a hybrid. I am also a brown iris person, so I might have some 20% Roman genes and 80% African genes. So there are few people who are total black iris and there are few people who are total blue iris, like Subramania Swamy, Murli Manohar Joshi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and all those people. So, and Bommai, who was the Chief Minister of Karnataka, has a yellow iris. So it's a spectrum from blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and light brown, dark brown, light brown, dark brown, and then black. So let us understand this genetics. And this Roman race, which wants to conquer the whole world, has spread its people as they gave their daughters for marriage to Ashoka, Bindusara and all. They created their own children, their genetic people, and they used the genetic, and they even impregnated the OBCs in the temples. That's why it's called Garbhagudi, because they used to create garbhas there, I mean the fetus there, and they made children with SC, ST in the name of Devdasi system. So this is the genetics they were playing all through. And now you can see in all religions, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, even Buddhist, the last bastion of truthful religion, there are blue-green people who have become the saints, who have become the top leaders, or the politicians, or the judiciary, or the media people, who are controlling the others, the black iris people. So this is the genetic slavery hierarchy. So this they have established, and even the COVID virus, it killed only the black iris people. You know, Karnataka, the Puneeth Rajkumar, the actor who died, elder brother, he is a stroke patient. He has taken the injection. He is not died. Why? Because he is tall, fair, and light brown eyes with Roman genes, and while he is a short, dark fellow with African genes, and that's why after 5 days after taking the injection, he died. Even in Israel, many of the young people who did gym, football, basketball, and suddenly had a heart attack and died, I zoomed in all the videos. I saw only black iris. I never saw any blue iris person, young person dying out. So what are they doing? They are doing genocide here. So they are killing the black race across the world. And are we, should we be part of them, or should we? Because many of my friends who are doctors had invested in the vaccine company. They say, yes, vaccine is good. Yes, what they are doing is right. Yes, they don't want to understand the racial differences. And now the worst thing, what I am understanding is, I had a patient with a black iris lady who had a stroke, and she took one injection called tenecteplase. She didn't improve at all. But I have another patient, I have treated many other patients with just, the tenecteplase is 25,000 rupees. And heparin is 150 rupees, and you give that and they thrombolize it very well. Patients become better, even stroke patients, heart attack patients. What are they doing here? They are giving you costly injections which work only for the blue-green iris people, so that they only survive and the black iris person dies, his money is looted. So this is the genetic pharmacy, that is mafia that is going on. So let us understand. And now for multiple sclerosis, for rheumatoid arthritis, for every damn disease, Guillain-Barré syndrome, everything, they have costly injections of 2.5 lakhs, 5 lakhs and all. So they don't help us, the Mool Nivasis. They understand that Mool Nivasis, the best mantra is Satyameva Jayate, be truthful, think truth, speak truth, and do the truth, and then do fasting. Langanam Paramoshadam. I don't know if the Pali, the Buddhist wordings for that, but whatever it is, do fasting. Because now they are putting poison in our food also, pesticides, preservatives, and they are targeting us with what we call the seeds also are being corrupted through Monsanto and other companies. And all this is the same supremacy psychotic mafia, which I call. And I've been telling NIMANS to consider supremacy psychosis as a disease, give it an ICD code with subcodes for race, religion, caste, region, status, degree and position and money and everything. But Dr. Pratima, she is a Brahmin, she was not agreeing for that. So we need to mobilize that these things. And then coming to the need, see now the Aadhaar card, they have scanned our iris, they know who has which genes. They'll make a malware and a spyware into the NEET software, saying that okay, blue iris 10 plus 10 marks, green plus 7, yellow plus 5, and light brown minus 5, dark brown minus 7, and black iris minus 10 marks. So NEET marks. So that's why Tamil Nadu people are fighting against it. So the aborigines will not get a education, will not get a job, will not get a money. Their business will be destroyed. So ultimately, only those people have to survive. So this is how they are using technology. It is COVID is not the first virus they created. It was HIV, the first virus, which they took a virus which will infect the monkeys and then made it to infect humans. That is called gain of function research, and they released it in Africa. But it killed even the blue iris. So they made specific targeted genetic functions. So the sequence of SARS, MERS, H1N1, and ultimately they came to COVID. So this is how they are working. So be it need, then even elections, EVMs also, they are manipulating people who are already corrupt so that they have a file for blackmailing, and they are making them win. And they are, see, in this spectrum of blue to black, the blue iris are the stakeholders. So, but even among the blue iris, there are few good people. I am not negating that. But at the same time, there are many black iris people or the spectrum people who don't know anything about it, who are acting like agents. See, a SC/ST person with blue iris, the Brahmin will come and say, "You are our genes, come with me," and he will make him use him. Or he will say, a black iris SC/ST person, he will say, he'll brainwash him and make him as an agent, or he'll make him as a slave. So this is how they are using, abusing, and multiple. But how do we counter that? That is important. I'll just finish shortly. First thing, we need to make them understand the Karya Karana Siddhanta, or commonly known as Karma Siddhanta, which they will understand. Bastards, you guys are doing such a nonsense and you are suffering karma. Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj, Parikar, they didn't die of cancers like that. Even Steve Jobs, who created the Apple phone to spy on us, he didn't give the phone to his child till 14 years of age, but now every child, newborn, is holding the phone. So he died of pancreatic cancer. So this is what we have to tell the Illuminati mafia, the Zionist mafia and the Manwadi mafia, that you are dying of cancers, reform yourself and live healthy with your families, otherwise you will continue to die like that. So until unless, but at the same time, to have that courage, we need to be truthful for ourselves. So let us make them understand, show them the karma mirror, make them realize, see, we should not suffer through our life. We should rejoice, saying that we have been fighting, so many generations have sacrificed, and now we are in the upward curve of the sinusoidal wave of change of philosophy and the society, humanity, so that we'll create the change. And we should tell them that you are on the downward curve of your Zionism or supremacy psychosis or Manwada, and better reform yourself or become extinct. So ultimately, once we understand, but for that we need to be truthful, we need to share our resources, do barter among ourselves, and for that I have given pamphlets in the folder. I have written treatment protocols for common diseases, even stroke and injuries and head injuries and all those things. Share it with your friends and other doctors so that we can. And third thing is, we need to inculcate the passion and love of for all humanity, as Bhagavan Buddha said. So I am wearing this intentionally. Why? Because Buddha is the answer. The Prabuddhate is the answer for. Otherwise, we will be Buddhos like them. So let us reform ourselves. Let us create and then we need to be aware, because he is a pediatrician. He is going to speak. I will give you two examples. Even in DPT injections, the children with black iris are developing complications. Meningoencephalitis, I have been treating them. And in Africa, the Bill Gates Foundation gave DPT injections, and many of the children died with diseases in a long-term study, and especially women died because it's a male supremacy psychosis. The Zionists and the Illuminati are a male-dominated organizations, and they are killing children. They are extracting adrenochrome hormones. They are raping children. They are eating children. For them, they sacrifice the child to the devil called Baal and BAL. So they are releasing barium and aluminium nanoparticles in the clouds, and weather warfare is a bigger thing. They are using technology, the mobile towers. They say, one person says that mobile towers are not for 5G. 5G is the most work of the mobile towers. The more work is our mind manipulation. So until unless we are truthful here, anybody can manipulate us. So let us reform ourselves, let us create Satya Yoga, let us understand that nature is the only God and law of nature is karma, and let us become healthy, let us become strong and fight against this so that we can create a Satya Yoga and a heaven on earth. Thank you.